Hello and welcome to 88 Restaurants. In today's video, we will be covering how to run your table management. This is the third video in our 4-part series, so if you haven't watched the first two, we suggest you do so before continuing. This video will be broken into 3 main parts. We will cover all the tools and features of the header row, the left column, and the floor plans section. By the end of this video, you should have a good grasp not only on all the tools at your disposal, but also how to use those tools to manage your floor plan. Starting with the top row, we have the date selector. This allows you to view your floor plan for different dates. Please note that when viewing your floor plan on different dates, you have limited functionality as you don't want to accidentally seat a reservation in the future. Next, we have the Table Sheets button. This takes you to the Table Sheets page, which we covered in our last video. If you haven't watched it yet, please do. Then we have the Approve All Seatings button. When a patron books a reservation, their table is auto-assigned. You may prefer to move the reservation to a different table, so we color those labels yellow until you either accept the reservation's auto-assigned table or move the reservation to a different table. So this button will accept the entire floor plan's auto-assigned tables and change the labels from yellow to gray. We will go over how to accept individual tables later in this video. Next up is the End All Seatings button. This button will end all seatings as well as clear the wait list. I will seat a couple tables to demonstrate. Now when I click the button, you can see the seatings have ended. We recommend you use this at the end of the day or possibly at the end of your lunch rush. It is not required as all seatings will be ended overnight, so each day you start with a fresh floor plan. Next is the button to toggle on or off your table stack labels. Then we have the Table Group button, which takes you to the page to create table groups. We have not yet covered table grouping, but will do so in the next video. If you are curious, you can group tables together so that large parties are able to book. We suggest you watch the next video to learn more about this feature. This text lets you know which layout you are on, and then you have the Switch Layout button. This is to navigate between layouts. We covered layouts in the first video of this series, but here's a quick refresher. When creating your floor plan, you should include all tables from each section of your restaurant. Then you can separate your restaurant sections into different layouts, which allow you to view these sections individually. This is a great way to manage your floor plan from a smaller tablet, otherwise your entire floor plan may not fit on the screen. Then you have the button to edit your layout. We covered how to do so in the first video of this series, so be sure to check it out. And last but not least, we have the regular site navigation. These are all the links that are normally in the header. With the top row covered, now we can move on to the side column. As you can see, you have 3 tabs. One for reservations, one for your wait list, and one for all, which combines the 2. In the Reservations tab, the first thing you'll notice is the button to create a new reservation. As you can see, you do have a select to choose your table. Below that, you have a list of your reservations ordered by their time slot. From left to right, you have the time slot, party name, party size, and table number. You will also see any notes, tickets, or preferences. You can click on the reservations to open them up to see more controls. In here, you can mark the reservation canceled or no-show. Both will remove the reservation from the list. You can also open up the reservation details, and inside here, you can edit the reservation. You will also notice these 3 colors. These are to label the reservation for different things. As you can see, it updates the party size indicator. This can be helpful to signify certain information about the reservation. For example, maybe the party is running late, or half the party is here but they're waiting on the rest before they can be seated. In here you can change the reservation's table or table group. As you can see, doing so moves that reservation table stack label to its new table. Lastly, you have the ability to drag and drop the reservation onto its table in order to seat it. You are also able to seat the reservation in a different way, which we will cover later in this video. That covers it for the Reservations tab. Now let's move on to the Waiting List tab. First off, we have the button to create a new waiting list entry. It's pretty similar to creating a reservation, except waitlist entries are not assigned to tables and they have the option for a quoted time. After it's created, you can either see the quoted time, or if you did not select a quoted time, it will show you the time that the waiting list entry was created. Then you have the party name as well as the party size. Like reservations, you can click on the entry, and this will open it up to view the rest of the tools. These buttons work the same as the reservations, except for one caveat. You have a button called Send SMS. Whenever you have a table ready for the waiting list entry, you can click this button and it will send them a text message letting them know that their table is ready. You will see this phone icon, which will let you know that your message has been sent. Also, like reservations, you can drag and drop the entry onto a table in order to seat it. There's also another way to seat them that we will cover later in this video. Lastly, we have the All tab. This combines the reservations and waiting list entry tabs into one. All the controls work the same as their individual tabs, so we will not be going over them again. Just know that you have all the same controls here as you do in each individual tab. With the side column tools covered, let's move on to the floor plan section. First, let's start with what the table colors mean. You have green, which indicates the table is available. If a table is gray, it means it's blocked, and if it's black, it means it's saved. When a table is red, it means that the table is currently seated, and orange means that it's been marked as available soon. Now let's go over what each of the labels mean. First, we have the table stack labels. This gives you info on the table's reservations. It shows the party size and time slot for each of the table's reservations. As stated earlier, if the label is yellow, that means that the reservation was auto-assigned to the table and you have not yet approved it. Next up, we have the timers for the seated tables. These are so you know how long a table has been set. Now we will cover the table tools. When clicking on an available table, you will see this pop up. At the top, you have buttons to seat reservations, waiting list entries, and walk-ins. To seat a reservation, just click on the reservation button and then select the seat button. That will seat the reservation at this table. The same is true for your waiting list. To seat a walk-in, select the walk-in button and then select whatever the party size is, and that will seat them at this table. Below that, you have the button to mark a table saved. All this does is change the color table. It's simply an indicator so your staff knows not to seat a reservation here. To mark it available again, you just need to click on it and click Mark Available. Below that is the section which shows the table's future reservations. Here you have the ability to seat the reservation, as well as remove the reservation from the table, as well as update a reservations table. Now we can go over what these tools look like when the table is seated. As you can see, you have information on the seated reservation. Then you have these three buttons. You can cancel the seating, which will mark the table available and move the reservation back into the left column. You also have the ability to mark the table as available soon. All this does is change the table color to orange. It's used as an indicator so staff knows that the table will be ready to turn soon. Finally, you have the ability to mark the table available. This will end the seating and mark the reservation completed. This is what you would do after the table is cleared and ready for its next seating. Okay, that covers everything on the table management screen. We hope this video helped teach you all the tools you have to manage your floor plan. To recap, we covered all the tools in the top row, the side column, and on the floor plan. We know it's a lot of information, so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. As always, thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing 88 Restaurants.